Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aprillia Riskiani from English Education Department, Nahdlatul Ulama University, Surabaya. I'm from Group 4 and my team will tell you about report writing. Before my team will tell you about report writing, I will tell you what is a report writing. So, let's start discussing. Okay, according to John Bowden, report writing is the process of composing and delivering information in written form in the form of a report. The main purpose of report writing is to convey relevant facts, data, and findings in a clear, structured, and easily understandable manner for the readers. And another from this, according to Paul Anderson, as a writer and business consultant, he said, explained that report writing is the process of organizing and presenting information into a structured report. So the report serves to communicate information, analyze situation or issue, and provide recommendation or solution based on gathered data and facts. And report writing is typically involves an understanding of the appropriate structure and format for business report. The main section of a report, such as the introduction, literature review, methodology, data analysis, findings, and recommendation. Next is the main purpose of report writing is to communicate relevant and important information related to a specific business issue. Business report can cover a variety of topics, such as market analysis, financial performance, strategy recommendation, and project evaluation, and so on. So, report writing is what is this? Report writing is refers to the process of composing and delivering written information in the form of business report. Its main objective is to communicate relevant and important information related to specific business issues to stakeholders within an organization. So that is a definition about what is report writing, guys. Thank you.
The main components of report writing have 9 components. The first is report title that describe the contents of the report. The title of the report should catch the reader attention and provide a brief overview of what will be discussed in the report. And the second, abstract. An abstract is a summary that includes objectives, methodology, main findings, and conclusion. The abstract must be short and informative and give the reader a quick overview of the contents of the report. And the next, introduction. The introduction explains the background to the report. It also includes a statement of the report objective and often the conceptual or theoretical framework that support the report. And the next, methodology. Methodology explains how data or information is collected and analyzed. The methodology must be detailed and transparent so that readers can understand how the information was obtained. The next, main body. The main body is what present the main data analysis and findings. Remember, the main content is usually divided into several chapters or sections with appropriate titles. The next, conclusion. Conclusion is an interpretation of the data or information presented in the report. Conclusion might also include implication of the findings and consideration for further action. So it's not just interpretation. Component is recommendation. If relevant, the report may include recommendation for future action or policy based on the report's findings. Must be specific, practical, and recent. The next bibliography lists all reference sources used in the report according to the specified writing format. And the last, appendices, if necessary attachment, can contain additional data, table, graph, or information that support the contents of this report.
So here I would like to tell you about the step to write report writing. So the first thing is choose the topic based on your assignment. So if your assignment of report writing is talk about how to produce banana juice, so you should create a topic with how to create a banana juice and the report of the process of making it. And the next is conduct a research. And yeah, before you create a report writing, you should make a research about the things that you will do, like how to create banana juice is need some bananas and also need some sugar and also milk. And the next is write a thesis statement. So the first thing that you need is, I think it is the main goals of creating the report writing. So the first step is make a topic sentence and then create the main point of the report writing, and the end of the thesis statement is making the conclusion or summary the important things in the report writing. And then the fourth step is revise and edit your report. I know that there are some mistakes of making some writing, so you need to revise it and edit some typo or grammar error or something like that. And the last thing is proofread and check mistakes again. Yeah, it is really important to check our writing even we have done before, because we should avoid mistakes in this report writing. You can ask the proofread from your friend and also from your teacher if you need it. And then good luck for creating report writing.
Okay, thanks for time. Maybe the explained by my partner at the beginning of the opening it is clear. So now I will give several example and the structure about the report. First, this is an example of the first part of the report, namely is title page or topic title. Okay, in the screen is topic title. And next, the second, this an example report writing part of acknowledgement. Okay, and next slide, this screen. This is an example report writing part of a table content. And next, this is an example report writing part of summary. Summary are abstract. Okay. And next, this is an example report writing part of introduction. Okay. And next, this is an example of report writing part of a methodology. Methodology. Okay. And next, this is an example of report writing part of discussion. Discussion. The screen is discussion. And next, for the example report writing parts of conclusion. Conclusion. Okay, next, for the example of report writing parts of reference. Reference. Okay, and next, for the example of report writing parts of appendix. Appendix. Okay, So those are example of reports writing and structure. So for an explanation of what it is, the introduction, what is the summary, what is the appendix and others, so my partner will explain about it. Rifma and Matu, get it? Thank you.
I will explain part of the report writing. The section is title page. This should include the title of the report, or which should give a price indication of the subject matter, the authors, names, module, and the data. The section is acknowledgement. You should acknowledge any help you have received in collecting the information for the report, for example, from staff in your department, support services, or external companies. The section is contents. You should list all the main sections of the report in sequence with the page numbers they begin on. If there are charts, diagrams, or tables included in your report, they should be listed separately under a title such as list of illustrations together with the page numbers on which they appear. The section is abstract or executive summary. This should be a short paragraph summarizing the main contents of the report. It should include a short statement of the main task, the method used, conclusion reached, and any recommendations made. The abstract or summary should be concise, informative, and independent of the report. The summary might have more than one purpose. It reminds the reader what they have read, but it is also useful to busy managers or professors who may not always read the full report. Write the section after you have written the main body of the report. And the section is introduction. This should give the context and scope of the report and should include your terms of reference or what have you been asked to find out. State your objectives clearly, define the limits of the report, outline the method of inquiry, give a brief general background to the subject of the report, example the company or procedure, and indicate the proposed development.
Okay, here I will explanation about the part of the report writing. Report writing divided into 5 types. Firstly is methodology. In this section, you should state how you carry out your inquiry. What form did your inquiry take? Did you carry out interview or questionnaires? How did you collect your data? What measurement did you make? How did you choose the subject from your interview? Secondly, discussion. In this section, you should analyze and interpret your result drawing from the information which you have collected, explaining its significance, identify important issue, and suggest explanation for your finding. Outline any problem and curate it and try and present a balanced view. And then conclusion and recommendation. In this section, you should report which draw together the main issue. It should be expressed clearly and should not present any new information. You may wish to list your recommendation in a separate section or include them with the conclusion. And then reference. In the section, you must give praises because in this section is important and accurate detail of all the work by other author which has been referred to within the report. References are normally listed in alphabetical order by the author. Names are in numerical order. Check your department handbook to find out what referencing format is required by your department. And then appendices. An appendix contains additional related information which is not essential to read but can be consulted if the reader wishes. However, the interpretation of the report should not depend on this being read. You could include the style of interview question, statistical data, a glossary of terms, and other such information. Okay, thank you very much for your next attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.